the name Jamar.
I'm not an athlete.
Hey, yo.
And I have half the reign that you do.
Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 6 of what I like to call Make WCW Great Again, the WCW Live scenario on Journey of Wrestling. Now then, when we left off in episode 5, we booked the Go Home Nitro show to the Great American Bash, and it's time to book the Great American Bash. A couple of, well, at least one interesting development that is potentially quite exciting, and that is the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys have signed on to WCW, both of them. I managed to trade in Lex Luger, of all people, for Jeff Hardy. So I feel very, very sorry for WWE now that they've got Lex Luger. Yeah, hopefully I've sent over like a dirty bomb over to WWE. See how that goes. But I want to debut the Hardys into the Great American Bash, at the Great American Bash, I should say. I've made them into a tag team, so they're ready to go. I want to sort of do them, introduce them as a surprise run-in, and I think you can do that. I'm not sure if I've done this before on Journey of Wrestling. I think you can do this as an interference. I want to have them like interfere in like the big tag match, and introduce them that way. So let's do it. Let's get into this. Let's go book the Great American Bash. Actually, as you can see here, we're kind of light on the feuds. The only main feud we've got right now is Billy Kidman versus Rey Mysterio Jr. And that is for the Cruiserweight title? I forget which title one of them's got. Anyway, let's start booking. Let's book top down again. Let's book the main event first. And I think, being a pay-per-view, like I want to have some sort of gimmick match now, because gimmick matches can boost the ratings, increase hype, etc., etc. And there's a few gimmicks like ladder matches, etc., that you can only do at pay-per-views. So anyway, singles match. Now Sting's our champion. So we've been building up Ric Flair, so like, why don't we sort of start a feud here? Let's just have Sting versus Ric Flair in a sort of vanilla match main event at the Great American Bash. Okay, so let's book that. All right, it's got a good alignment boost, so got high hopes for that match there. And now next, our other titles. We've got Booker T as the United States champion, so he has to be involved in something. Now, I think this is where I might have my gimmick match. I'm tempted to do a ladder match, to be honest. Booker T versus, I have been sort of building up Jeff Jarrett, but I'm sort of working an angle. I'm going to start working an angle between Jeff Jarrett and Goldberg right now. Oh, who can we have as a credible threat to Booker T at the moment? Shane Douglas? That's not bad. It says he's a good workhorse. I'm not sure if Shane Douglas and Booker T will be that big of a draw, though. What if we have a three-way, a triple threat ladder match? Could you put DDP in a ladder match? Is it credible? I'm not sure. We've talked a lot about elevating Sean O'Haire. Let's try this out. Let's just have a crack here. Let's have Booker T defend against Shane Douglas and Sean O'Haire. So you've got two faces, one heel. And let's make it a ladder match just to make it extra exciting. Where are we? Ladder. Oh, it costs 30 credits. So we're not doing too badly, though. Okay. Booked. Yep, here we go. Again, that's got a 20 alignment boost. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I like the sound of that. I hope it works out. Right. Other championships now. Let's see. So we've got Billy Kidman. He's our cruiserweight champion. And he's in that feud with Ray. So, yeah, we'll just have a one-on-one singles match between those two. And I think the last match they had was really good, actually. Let's book that. Now then, what else are we going to have on the card? The tag belts. Now, this is where I want to bring in the Hardys to sort of interfere. We've still got the cruiserweight titles vacated, and I don't think I'm gonna continue that belt, to be honest. Air Raid are our champs. They've been champs for a few months. 1 month now, and they're kind of floundering a little bit. They're not doing too badly, but again, one of our scenarios is we've got to get AJ Styles over with the fans. Let's have them go up against Team Canada because they're great workers. And I think I can get. I think I could do an interference in that match. I have the Hardy Boys interfere. Hardy Boys will be faces, so we'll have them, mess up Team Canada or something. Right now we start getting into the sort of color matches, and let's start doing some interesting. Well, we don't have any segments yet, so we should start hyping up the main event for one thing. Not that a main event like Ric Flair versus Sting doesn't need too much hyping, but you never know. So we'll have a production segment. We'll make it a main event package. Booked. Okay. Let's do one other segment. Why don't we have some tomfoolery, as my old art teacher from the States would say. She would call it tomfoolery. Let's have some crap. Let's do something really funny. Let's see. Special? What's on the special? Oh no, we can't do the specials just yet, can we? That's for. Got to use our special items for that. Let's see. Backstage interview hit promo. Fights. Want something a little bit sillier than that. Push-up contest. I'm tempted. Slime surprise. Nah, that reeks of late WCW, doesn't it? Not the push-up contest is much better, but it could be funny. Backstage barbecue. What's so funny about that, really? Midget impersonation. No. Let's just go with that push-up contest. But who are we gonna put in it? Let's see. Scott Steiner's a dead set cert in one of these events, isn't he? Let's put Scott Steiner, to show off his moves, how many push-ups he can do, versus Jim Duggan. He could be good for a laugh. Although it's not really going to do much for. Need someone a bit more high profile with Scott Steiner. You know what? Let's just go extra silly. Let's put him against DDP. You know what? Some kind of feud between DDP and Scott Steiner could be fun, actually. DDP could work. He could really work with anybody. So why not? let's book a push-up contest at the Great American Bash. Oh man, I just want to see how it goes just for once. If it bombs, it bombs. If not, we'll try it again sometime. Right, we got 5 slots left. Let's have a bit of a multi-man match with some like lower mid-carders. And of course, we've got these pet projects. We want to like build some of these younger guys up actually. So Canyon, yeah, of course, Canyon's an ongoing project, isn't he? Versus Finley. Finley's always a good guy to put in with anybody, really. Finley. Let's have a bit of like a heels versus face, like 4-way. Ernest Miller. Oh, that's the cat, isn't it? Terrible. Really boring worker. Should get rid of him later. Oh, you know what? Jimmy Yang. Jimmy Yang's great. Well, it's 3 heels, so we gotta have a face. We need a face. Face. Who's a good face? Where's Norman Smiley? Yeah, there he is. Fatal 4-way match. Let's make it a bit more interesting. I'm spending out the big bucks here on this event. Let's make it a bit more interesting. Make it a street fight. Here we go. Because we've got some really good workers in there, like guys like Finley. I like the sound of that. I would like to see that match for real. I mean, it's too late now for some of these guys, obviously, but that would have been great in the day. A couple more matches. Let's see. Dustin Rhodes. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. We don't have Jarrett Goldberg on there yet, so we got to do that. Goldberg, Jarrett. This time we're going to have Jarrett win because Goldberg won on the Go Home show. So there we go. Almost forgot about that matchup. Got to have those two on the card. Let's see. Why don't we have a trios match as the opener? Yeah, I think we've got a couple of trios teams. Natural. Let's see. Magnificent 7 natural. No, we've only got 3 counts. They're the face trio team. Hang on. Can we make an impromptu trio? No, we can't. So let's just go to 3 versus 3. Let's see. Faces versus heels. Again, we're so light on the faces. I'm going to start turning. Oh, Meng. Oh, Meng's great for getting guys over. Why don't we have Meng, Brian Adams? Should we have 2 big guys like that? Okay. 2 big heel dudes and then 1 slightly smaller heel. Alex Wright's a heel and he's a good worker. Stale, but he's a good, solid worker. Let's put him in with those guys. Let's have a face trio team now. Let's see. Dennis Miller was a face, really? Duggan, he's got 5 appearances left. He's one of the only faces we've got, so why not? Duggan, Van Hammer. We can't have 2 really dull guys in the team, really. Jeez, there's hardly any faces here. Going into the upper mid card, Conan. Okay, Conan's always a good solid bet for any place on the card. And Dustin Rhodes, why not? Okay, this is a bit of a blow-off nothing match anyway, but we've got to get more people on the card. Hopefully get some of the not many younger guys in here, but get some of them over. Okay, we'll book that. Geez, plus 30 alignment boost, so I know that might turn out all right. We've got 2 slots left, but it's getting pretty crowded, and there's not a lot. Let's just do a quick double check, see if we can put anybody else in. That would be good. Not really. Again, there's still a lot of chaff on the roster here. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that for matches. Maybe we should do one more segment. Backstage interview? Let's get old Slick Rick on the mic backstage because he's usually pretty good at that. Okay. Right, I think that's enough for the entire card now. Let's just arrange it quickly. Let's open with the Meng, Bryan Adams, Alex Wright, Conan, Jim Duggan, and Dustin Rhodes. Open with that. Then we'll go into a backstage interview. Then we'll have the street fight. Please, over there. Yep, street fight. I'm looking forward to that. Then let's have main event package. Yeah. Then next, how about we go into the tag match? Next, we should have put the cruiserweight title before Jarrett Goldberg, I think. Go into push-up contest after the tag team match. Then the cruiserweight. Well, so then the push-up contest. Then the cruiserweight title match. You know what? I'm going to swap those around. I think that the tag titles is a bit bigger than the cruiserweight title. Let's see. Okay, then we've got Jarrett Goldberg, then the United States, and then the... Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I've booked a couple of gimmick matches in this. I'm hoping that me spending a bit of money on these things pays off. Let's play it. Here we go. The Great American Bash. Live tonight in front of a mostly packed audience. Fan interest is on par. Okay. Right. Yeah, never mind about the predictions. Right. So, actually, so who are we going to put over in this? Meng, Bryan Adams, and Alex Wright. Guys like Conan and Dustin Rhodes could probably use the win, actually. Meng, Bryan Adams, and Alex Wright. I'm never going to do too much with those guys. Let's have the faces go over. 2.5 stars. Yeah. Well. Ooh, Dustin Rhodes' morale went down from happy to content. I don't know why he won there, but I guess he's on the curtain jerker, so he's probably not too happy with that. Continue. Okay, let's listen to Ric Flair do a promo, well, backstage interview. Tells the interview to get lost and never disturb him again. Oh, look at that. It's, almost 4 full stars. Nice. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. Fatal 4-way street fight match. Norman Smiley, Jimmy Yang, Fit Finlay, and Chris Kanyon. Ooh, who's going to win this one? Who should we have win? I'd like to have Jimmy Yang win, but it's a little bit early yet. Let's have Kanyon win, because again, you know, I'm trying to raise Canyon's profile. How did that go? Oh, look at that. 4.25 stars. That went really well. There was no blood, but they did say it's a violent street fight. Nice. It's put Chris Kanyon over big time, actually. Very good. Happy with that. Video package for the main event, and it's 3 stars. All right, not bad. Cruiserweight Championship match. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Billy Kidman. Do we have Rey win the title yet? I think not yet. Not yet. See if we can get a bit more out of this. Okay, it's almost 4-star match. It's good. Okay, here we go. The push-up contest. Who's stronger? So, I don't know what to do with this. We'll just click simulate, see what happens. Well, look at that. That's almost 5 stars. Like, how is... Jesus. They performed dozens of reps easily. Scott Steiner refused to participate and instead threw out the exhausted Diamond Dallas Page. I like the sound of that. That does sound really funny. Wow, great. Great. Okay. Didn't damage anybody either. Right. So Air Raid versus Team Canada. Ad finish. Now can we bring in the Hardy Boys? Interference DQ. I don't like a DQ, but distraction. Let's have the Hardy Boys distract Oh, here we go. Yeah. The Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are going to distract. They're going to distract Team Canada. So, okay. Yeah, Air Raid retained via distraction by the Hardy Boys. Yeah, that damaged it a little bit, but I'd hope the crowd would be excited to see the Hardy Boys debut in WCW at a big pay-per-view event like this too. 3 stars. Okay, let's carry on. Jeff Jarrett versus Goldberg. Now, we said this time we were going to have Jarrett go over, so we could start a feud with these two. Indifferent crowd. Oh, geez. What happened there? Only 2.5 stars. That's not good. Oh, dear. Right. United States Championship match. Sean O'Haire versus Shane Douglas versus Booker T. We'll have Booker T retain. This is a ladder match. Now, hopefully, this really makes up for that. It's a bit of a stinker of a match that went on before it. Booker T retain. Low intensity. Man, this is not looking good. Oh dear. 3 stars. I mean, it's not bad. Right. Here we go. So we're on to our main event. Oh, God. Come on, guys. We've had a couple of dud matches. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 4.5 stars. Almost the full 5. So, and both guys did well out of it too. Yeah, good one. Good. So no title changes at the Great American Bash. How did it do for our popularity? Look at that. King of the Ring, 417,000. We did 27,000. Okay. We're way ahead of the rest, though. That's good news. What did the Wrestling Spectator say? Kurt Angle over with the fans. Steve Austin is expected to return. WCW Jeff Jarrett on the shelf. Uh-oh. He's injured. Oh, no. Jeff Jarrett has a broken rib. He's out for 6 months. Jeez. Fantastic match at the Great American Bash. Ric Flair and Sting put on an all-time classic. Yes. Trade deal was struck. That was us getting the Hardys, wasn't it? Yep. So, okay. Overall, how did the Great American Bash do for us? It gave us an extra 60 credits, and it got an average of 3.5 stars. All right. Could have been worse. It wasn't that bad, but I was really hoping those gimmick matches would really push us over the edge, get us more fans. So we know Jeff Jarrett's injured. It's not good. How are we doing? Available call-ups. Training roster call-up will be available in 2 months. Following available talent. Cash. Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp? Really? I don't think he was ever that good in the ring, actually. Okay. Available indie. Rick Martel. I like Rick Martel, but, you know, he's well past it at this stage. Chris Candido's back. Yes. Good. We need someone like him back, actually. And, yeah, we get one guy back, but we lose Jeff Jarrett just as he was, doing quite well. Let's try fixing up our roster a little bit. We've got a lot of chaff. I wonder if we could trade some more people. But as another... Somebody mentioned in the comments on a recent video that I should really start looking at the indies a lot more. So I'm going to do that. Indies. Ugh, Vince Russo. No thanks. The Bushwhackers. They're from my hometown, but they're well and truly past it by now. Let's see. When it says not available, you can actually still negotiate with them, I think. Prime time, Brian Lee. Ahmed Johnson. Christopher Daniel. It's tempting. Marty Jannetty. Ed Leslie. Oh my goodness. Kurt Hennig. Ken Shamrock. Oh. Ken Shamrock. Yeah, he could have done so much more in the WWF/WWE. And I remember for years the talk was like, oh, Ken Shamrock's coming back. Ken Shamrock's coming back. Why don't we give it a go? He's a big name and he's on the indies. Can we try to recruit? Okay, yeah, we've assigned a scout to try and get him. Okay. Why don't we try and thin out our roster a little bit? I'll tell you what, let's try and do a trade. Because why get rid of people when you might actually be able to trade them for someone better? Let's see. Who's in the Fed? Let's have a look. We're never going to get any of these guys. Luger. Big Show? Chris Benoit. Of course, he's recently left WCW, but at this point. D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown was really good. I wonder if we could get him. X-Pac. No, thanks. Edge. Edge is not ranked high enough, in my opinion. Why don't we make a play for Edge? I wonder if we've got anybody comparable that really don't need anymore, don't want, that we could get for Edge. Palumbo. You know what? Johnny the Bull, according to this, is ranked higher in popularity than Edge. And we all know the potential Edge has in the early 2000s. And as for Johnny the Bull, I can't even remember who Johnny the Bull is. Let's give it a go because he's actually ranked higher for some reason. Okay. Why don't we try one more from the Fed? Go into their mid-card. It's not looking good down their lower mid-card, is it? Farouk. Test was good. Bradshaw, The Good Father. Oh, this is when they had the whole right to censor thing going on. Hardcore Holly. Well, D'Lo. I do like D'Lo Brown. Very underrated. You know what? Or should we try to get Eddie? As much as I like D'Lo, should we try and get Eddie back? I mean, let's give it a shot. Now, who could we make a play for Eddie? Shane Douglas. I think Eddie scored around about a similar score to this. I've never been a big Shane Douglas fan. Not very big on him, so we got Buff. Oh, I don't like Buff. You know what? It would make more sense to get rid of Buff if we can. Is that a trade that's going to work? Give it a shot. I feel like Shane Douglas is still more valuable than Buff at this point. So try to make it permanent. Fingers crossed. This trade-off is going to cost us 100. So pricey. Make offer. Here we go. We've accepted your offer to trade Edge and Eddie Guerrero for Johnny the Bull and Buffer. Yes, it worked. Man, WWF Vince, they're a bunch of suckers. Losing those guys for who I gave them? Man, what a steal. We hope you take good care of our talent and we'll do the same with yours. Signed, Vince McMahon. Sucker. I've just sent another dirty bomb over to you, Vince. I'm slowly trying to kill the Fed from inside. That's how you deal with the competition. Wow, that's exciting. Well, why don't we leave it there on that exciting news? We've got Eddie Guerrero coming back to WCW. That's huge. We're also making a play for Ken Shamrock. All right, so yeah, we'll leave it there. What's the next big pay-per-view? Let's have a look. Bash at the Beach is the next one. So we're going to book a couple of Nitros in the next episode, and maybe we'll do Bash at the Beach as well. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.